So Scott with an almost perfect leg, but as well, Pitar legs it pretty good too. Holy cow. So this is going to be a good matchup. Both these guys have been playing exceptionally well, and which is why they're in the spot that they're in, this finals match. So it's going to be a single race to 11, even though Scott has one loss and Pitar has not lost any matches. It is not a true double elimination because in the finals in this tournament, it just goes to a single race to 11 for all the money. Winner of this between the main and side will get $1,570. The loser of this match will get $770. So this is worth about 800 bucks here. Pretty significant. You usually don't see a race to 11 for 800 bucks in 10 ball. Boy, I saw the coin go flying. It must have had that coin too far up on the rail. It went flipping around on the table when that ball came and hit it. So Scott with a nice break to get started. Sweat bets are happening in the chat, guys. Who's your horse in this one? I don't know. I mean, watching the way Scott's been playing, I don't think I'd bet against him right now, but Pitar could definitely hold his own. No doubt about that. Let's see. I think he's calling the 4-ball here. Yeah. No problem. Gets stuck here, though. Gets a little stuck. You guys are cracking me up in the chat. Well, that's not going to get it done. Not the safety he was looking for there. I mean, I know he had to kick at that, but not really sure exactly where he was trying to get with that cue ball. But Pitar with a very nice look at this run out. Now he's looking at a safety here. Thin off the 3. Take the cue to the rail and back out. Didn't take much time to think about that one. What do you do here? He's calling it in the side. All right. That's as good as any shot, I guess, in this situation. Good try. And gives Pitar an open look. Shooting off the rail. But All he's got to really do is just make the ball. And he doesn't. So Scott looking like he's going to take rack number 1 here. And it's been like 2 hours since this dude has even lost a game. Wow. He just completely demolished Brett Ekstrom 7-0. And before that, he beat Marcello 7-4, winning 2 in a row to close that one out. So he has won 10 straight racks of 10 ball. Scott Thurston has not lost in over 10 racks. How long can he keep that going for? That's quite a run. Dry break. Yeah, Pitar with a dry break. The 3 ball just doesn't find the hole there. But no easy look at the 1. Not really, anyway. You might choose to find a safety here. Does not get safe. Not at all. The 1 ball rolls into what we would consider ball in hand shape for Pitar, so and you got to think Pitar's coming in kind of cold here. He hasn't played in a match for probably 3 or 4 hours, since he won the hot seat. That's the downside of winning the hot seat is you sit for a long time because you got to wait for 3 matches to finish before you can play again. So I don't know if he's been over there hitting balls or what, but he's got a good opportunity to get started, get something going here. Playing for that 4 in the side. I don't know if he really wanted to be on that side of the 4. Yeah, you can hold it with some, just slow roll it. But getting from the 5 to the 6 here, he's got to avoid the 7 ball. If he hits that 7 at all, he's not going to be in good shape for the 6. So unless he can really play a lot of draw, yeah, he hits that 7, it's going to kill it. So tough spot here. Got to come with it. And he does. Beautiful shot on the 6 ball. How far is this cue ball going to roll, though? Man, it kept going. Holy cow. I would assume he's banking here. This is a tough bank, and it's miss and lose. I didn't see him call anything. No, he's cutting that thing down the rail. Holy smokes. That was a tough cut and almost made it. Ends up scratching and giving Scott ball in hand again with a 3 ball out. So Scott gets the 2-0 lead. And he is just rolling. Yeah. Hitch, I don't think you're gonna get, I don't think you're gonna get anybody to take that action. Not the way this dude's been playing right now. He's hot. Now, I'm not trying to kill your action or anything, but I just don't see it happening. now you want to give a now you'll give a 2-game spot that he's up by 2. Okay. Now you got to give a 4-game spot. Oh, there's an opportunity for Patar. Scratch on the break. 2 balls still spinning. Wow. All right. Any problems here? I don't know. I can't see the table. Let's see. 1 to the 2. 3 balls a problem, kind of. It's sitting in that bad spot. 4 ball is down. Is he going to play this 1 off the 3? He might decide to play the 1 off the 3 in the side just to get the 3 into an easier spot. And he does. Smart play there. Because just having that 3 ball bumped out a little bit like that, it just makes it so much easier. Do you float forward for the window between the 7 and 8 to play the 5 down in the corner, or do you draw this back to underneath the 5 ball? I think he's going to draw it. Yeah. Not sure if that 5, I don't think he wants to play that in the side from that angle. So he just did not get enough on that stroke to really get where he wanted. So he's got to make a decision now. Tried to slow roll it into the side. Misses it badly. And golden opportunity for Scott. If he's got an angle on this, I wonder if he tries to slide over and bump the 8. If he doesn't have an angle, he could just stop it. I can't tell. Yeah, slide over, bump the 8. Perfect. Great control on that shot. Nice little just sun draw over. I think there's a whole bunch of 540s out there that are going, how come I don't play like that? There might be some 578s out there that say, how come I can't play like that? Look at that speed. Just making it look easy. Rolling away with it. 3-0. 12 straight racks that he's won in his last 3 matches. Over the last 3 matches, he's won 12 straight racks without losing one. What a run. Well, yeah, he might be a bit underrated. Um, he's only got 400 games of robustness in Fargo, so I assume that Secret is going to report this tournament, submit this to Fargo, and I would assume that his rating is going to jump substantially based on his scores. So Scott Thurston started off winning 7-3 against Frank Wester. He won 7-5 against Jarrell Love. He won 7-5 against Pedro Vargas. Then he lost 7-4 to Jake Dosh. And then he goes down to the B side. And he defeats Jeremy Gradwall 7-1. He beats Tim Whitworth 7-2. Then he got a bye because Pavel forfeited. Then he beats Marcello Girardi 7-4. And then he beats Brett Ekstrom 7-0. So his scores have been pretty substantial. I would say that he's competing in this tournament at least a 650 speed based on his scores and the opponents that he's played. Hey, Bo, I just saw your chat. Yes, this is the finals. The winner of this match will take home $1,570. The loser will take home $770. So they are playing for an $800 difference here. And he's not going to get shape on this 2-ball. He's calling the 2 in that bottom corner. He's going to kick at it. Potential to scratch in the side if he hits it right. Yeah, he missed it completely. So giving up ball in hand with an open opportunity. And, you know, I got to say, I know it's early in this set, but if Pitar doesn't cash in on this, it's not going to feel very good for him. The way Scott's playing, you got to cash in on every opportunity you get. Oh, no. Oh, no. And gives up ball in hand with a 3-ball out again. So this is the third rack out of these first 4 racks that Pitar has given up a 3-ball out with ball in hand. Just brutal. Oh, he comes up short here. Oh, maybe not. I thought he was going to come up short. I know he wanted to have a little bit more separation there, but I think he's okay. No problem. Yeah, it's Bobby Campbell. No, this is a 585 and under. The next tournament that Secret's running at the Breakroom will be a an open event, and I'll show you guys that right now. So that's going to be January 7th and 8th, $100 entry, no Fargo cap, so anybody's available to sign up for this. But make sure you get signed up for it as early as possible. It's going to be a full field, and it is going to be early 10s and 3-foul rule will be in effect. So a little bit different rules, which will make the tournament move a lot faster. The games will go a lot faster. I'm not sure what the races are going to be yet, too. That's going to be determined based on the number of players that enter. Yeah, Marcello, but you know what? You did a lot better against Scott than the last couple guys here. So Marcello, you are the last player to even beat him in a rack. Nobody's even gotten off that 0 mark against him. So nice jump shot to get a good hit on the 1 by Pitar. Finds a little bit of cover here. I think Scott can either see a thin piece of this 1 or he might just go with the kick and stick and try to come in nice and full behind it and see if he can get cover. But I think if he can see a piece of it, he'll probably choose to. Yep, he's doing the kick and stick, but did not get the stick. He got the kick without the stick. A little bit more right English spin on that to come full into the 1. Would have produced better results with that one. So Marcello, your 2 losses were to the 2 guys that are in the finals. You can't feel too bad about that. Finished in 4th place out of 50 players. It's a pretty good tournament. Nice safety by Patar. Trying to slow down his action, slow his roll a little bit. Scott just been feeling like he's free rolling through this thing. Good hit. Oh, unfortunate scratch. Got a good hit on the deuce, but yeah, what do you do with this 3 ball though? I don't know. All I know is Patar's got to stop the bleeding here, otherwise this thing is going to be over before he knows it. Got to stop that train. Oh, he's going to try to play a safety here and maybe break out the 3 at the same time. That's not a bad idea. I think he wanted to bump the 3 there, but because if he bumps the 3, that kind of moves the 2 over behind the 10. I think that was his idea. I think he'd like to have that one back. Try that again. No do-overs, though. No mulligans here. So nobody wants to mess with this 3 ball, apparently. Fires that 2 ball right in the hole. And he says, I'll take a stab at this 3 ball. Maybe there's a safety I can pull off here. What do you like? Thinning it, maybe with some inside. Try to hide behind the 10. Oh, there you go. Oh. I don't think he got where he wanted to there. He's leaving Scott a good opportunity to safety him back. Yep. I don't know if Scott got what he wanted here either, though. Neither one of these guys really have been... oh, there's a safety. That's what he wanted. Get out that jump cue. Go get Shorty. No, he's kicking. Huh. I guess if it doesn't pass by the 5, then that kind of eliminates your jump shot potential. So he's kicking it, calling it in the corner pocket. Missed it by quite a ways there. And he kind of broke out that 7 ball at the same time. So another opportunity for Patar to cash in, see if he can do it. He's missed the last couple. Nice shape on the 4. Pretty good and straight there. Oh, he's tree-topped over the 8. He didn't want that. God, he's just... I know that look of frustration right there. It's just like, why did I do that? I mean, I could have put that cue ball anywhere, really. I put it right on top of the 8. And then he hangs the 5. Frustrating. Man. I mean, from where he was on the 4, he could have drawn back to pretty much anywhere. Oh, what's Scott going to do here? Look at this. Oh, mistake by Scott. Lost control of that cue ball on that shot. Oh, I didn't know he had that. Okay. Thought he was blocked a little bit and he had to go rail first, but no. He's good to go. I tell you, when Scott's got the open looks, he gets out. He hasn't blown too many opportunities with an open table. He gets it done. Nice bump on that 10 ball. Oh, I didn't see that the 8 didn't drop. I must have commentator cursed him there because I was just talking about how he's been getting out every time he has an open look, but this one he does not. So Petard chooses to go rail first on this 8 ball and still doesn't get the ideal shape, but he should be good. Good enough. Off the rail. Put it home. There you go. Finally, somebody wins a rack against Scott Thurston. Petard on the board. 1-4. Maybe he can mount a comeback. Let's see. We'll see what happens. Like to see a good match here. Nobody wants to see 2 blowouts in a row on the stream. Nobody except for Scott Thurston, that is. But, sometimes you just need to get that win, that first win under your belt to just loosen you up a little bit. Say, okay, it hasn't run away yet. Gets a good break. Nice spread. 3 balls kind of in a tough spot on the rail. So 1 to the 3. And I think he's just going to try to probably just take his medicine here and try to slow roll this 1 and play the cue ball onto the rail. Yeah. And just put a lot of focus and effort into making this 3 ball because that's the only shot that's hard on this whole rack. Nope. Doesn't get it. Catches that titty and bounces it right out. And Scott's got an opportunity with a cut shot here on the 3, which could lead him nicely to the 4. Hangs the 3 ball. Okay. He is human. And he doesn't hide the cue ball either, so But Patar's got a difficult task of digging out of this pocket here. He's on the rail. He's trying to jack up. I don't see this. Oh my gosh, look at that draw that he got off that ball. That was pretty incredible that he was able to draw that back like that from shooting on the rail jacked up. That was a confidence builder shot, and that was as well. So here we go. Patar says, I'm not done yet. I'm fighting. I'm not laying down for this one. I'm going to go down swinging. Well, here's another one where he's got to stroke it. Oh, he jumped right over it. Just got too much low on that ball and popped right over it, and the frustration is just getting thicker. Shaking his head in disbelief. He really wanted to put a lot of draw on that thing and just got a little bit too far under that cue ball. Popped it right over. And this time Scott has ball in hand with a 4-ball out instead of a 3-ball out. So valet parking, as Brahana would say. No problem. Says, I don't know why people say this is a hard game. This is easy. Ah, big mistake by Patar there. He made some great shots to get going in that rack. That draw shot off the 3 that was all the way inside the pocket, and the cue ball was on the rail, and he drew that thing all the way back to get on the 4. Makes a good cut down the rail on the 4 ball to have perfect shape on the 5. Gets a little funny on the 7, and then has to put a big draw stroke on the 7 and miscues it. So, you know, that's the thing about this game. You can play amazing for 8 shots in a row. It's the final couple shots that really matter. So, big break by Scott. Look at the 1. And this might be, you know, we haven't seen any break and runs. And I'm thinking right now is the time that Scott is going to just put the nail in this thing and break and run right here to go up 6-1. Certainly the opportunity to do it is here. If he can avoid that 8, and he does. He's on the correct side of the 3 that gets him nicely over to the 4. And I think he probably draws this back. Yeah, he's going to draw back a little bit further back than where the cue ball is now. I don't like where he's looking right there. He's looking at trying to get that little window. I'd rather draw all the way back down to the other side where his hand is right now. That's what I like. Because you try to draw into that little window, and what are you looking at for the shape on the 6? I would rather been on the other side of that 8 ball. But what do I know? I'm not in the finals. Oh, that's... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's okay. Okay, Patar. This is your opportunity. So no break and run there for Scott. Patar's got to shake off that frustration of this set so far. He overruns the 7 ball here big time. Right off the bat with ball in hand, he makes a position error. That can't feel good. And he overcuts the 7 and just gives the table right back after getting ball in hand. Oh. These are the kind of these are the times when you just want to give up the game. I don't want to play this game anymore. I hate pool. Of course, he will be pocketing about $770 of everybody's money. So that'll help ease his pain if he does lose this match. But it's not over until it's over. Nice 3-rail position there. 2-rail position to get shape on that 9. And that's about the exact same 10-ball shot that he had on the last rack, almost. Wipes its feet a little bit, but he's moving. So Scott Thurston gives up ball in hand to Patar with an open table. Patar pockets 1 ball and misses position on his next ball and then overcuts the 7 ball and doesn't get back to the table again. So just he's feeling like he just can't get anything going. So good break by Patar. These guys are both breaking really well. Balls are flying around the table. They're getting opportunity at the 1. I feel like we should be seeing a break and run here eventually. Two to the 3 is really the only difficult part of this rack. And I think it just got more difficult. Because now he's got to go forward and he's got to find that window with the cue ball to come back off that bottom rail between the 6 and 8 so that it can get back down table for the 3. It's there. The angle's there. But if you run into either one of those balls, you don't get there. I'm not sure if he was trying to draw for position there. But he just hammered it. And Scott's going to play a safety, I think. Roll him up to that 7. Uh-oh. He lost it. He lost control of that ball. Patar flirting with not pocketing that 2 ball. So 4 to the 6. Good. 6 to the 7. Lots of options here. He could play this a number of different ways. That way works just fine. Nice angle on the 8 should get him good on the 10. Huh. That was an interesting way to play that with kind of the opposite spin that I was thinking. To swing it around and get on the other side of it. But no matter. He gets the 10 ball and gets the win. Makes it 6 to 2. Cue ball goes flying around, banging into everything. He does make a ball on the break. We haven't seen any dry breaks, I don't think, in this set. Looks like Secret's over there getting some APA in. He's calling the bank. Banks it wide. Not sure. I don't think he sold out a shot here. I don't think this one ball plays past the 7. So no rail. Ball in hand. Ouch. So the 2 must be playable, otherwise he would have played that differently. So yep, nicely done. Does not get shape on the 3 though. And the 4 ball looks a little sticky as well. So this rack just got a little bit more interesting here. He's calling the 3 in the side. Is he going to masse around this? Yeah, he's going to try to masse around this ball. He does get a good hit on it. Breaks out the 4-8. And leaves an opportunity for Pitar to draw for position for the 4. It's pretty much the perfect angle for him to draw this into position to get that 4 and then the 5, and everything else lays nicely. Just got to make this shot. Does not make it. Gets fortunate though. Gets a lucky roll. Swing and a miss. So one more opportunity to draw for shape on the 4 for Patar. He might have drawn too far. He's not hooked, but he's coming away from the 5 ball now. He'll probably still be okay. Just not the ideal shape that he wanted. Made this a little bit more difficult. Brushed the 6, come around. Got a little bit of a fortunate roll there. He says, I'll take it. I'll take every roll I can get at this point. Seven to the 8. Is he going to just cut it in the side? Is he going to try to force this around or just play for longer shape on the 8? See, you know, where the 8 was in that pocket, I just don't think that you should force anything there. Go ahead and just play for long shape on the 8 and kind of slow roll that ball into the side, making the pocket bigger. You know you're probably going to make the 8 because it's real close to that pocket, so I think that was a little bit of unnecessary force that he put into that shot. And it might have cost him the rack here. Seven to 2. Man.
Salado is the world's premier pool community. Playing your friends has never been more fun. Raise the bar with Salado so regular practice can become real pressure. With monthly prizes and cash payouts, Salado brings pool to the people. You can even submit match results to Fargo Rate through Salado if you want, but you don't have to. Your race, your place. Make your matches count with Salado. Download now and get started. No minimum play per month. 8, 9, 10 ball. You choose. It all counts.
Cue ball gets bumped into the side pocket by the 8. And Patar says, what else? I don't know how much more of this I can take. You know, Patar got a couple of good rolls on that last rack and just couldn't cash in on him. So I can't really think that, you know, I don't think that he's really thinking that he's that unlucky. He's just not executing at the end of these racks to close them out. So what does Scott have in mind for the 4 ball is what I'm curious about here. Does the 4 play off the 8 into the side? He's looking at what that cut looks like down the rail if he was to just maybe hold the cue ball where the 3 is now. That might be what he's just going to do here. Yeah, just hold it there, play the cut down the rail. The problem is really getting good. I mean, this is not an easy shot, but making it, I think, for him is a pretty high percentage. But it's just getting shape on that 5 ball that's going to be decent. That's the tough part of this. Okay, misses the 4 and gets a little bit of a lucky roll. Doesn't sell out a real good opportunity. Maybe a combo. If Patar feels like he wants to take on this combo down the rail. If not, he could attempt the safety. He is calling the 8-ball. Okay. He's calling the 8-ball in the corner. Tough shot here. Well played. Doesn't get a good fortunate bump, though, on that 4-ball. Pushes that 4 to a bad spot. He's going to try to bank it back, I believe. Wow. Holy smokes. Did he just cut that thing down the rail? Where did that come from? I want to see that shot again. What was that? Man, perfect shape on the 9 here. That was a hell of a shot on that 4-ball. Did you guys see that? Did he play rail first? He played rail first on that 4-ball to send it down the rail. What an out. Starts off with a great combo on the 4-8 and then looks like he's completely stuck on that 4-ball and somehow manages to send it down the rail into the corner pocket. I don't know. I'd have to watch that again, but did he use like spin and go rail first into that 4-ball to make that shot? That was incredible. And it's like he didn't really take much time. He just fired it. It's like he's playing mad. Good save here. Good cue ball control. Really locks him up tight. I don't think he's really got any good kicking angles to get out of here. Well, I guess he could probably go one rail into the 1-ball. That's what he's doing. Yep. Oh, just misses it. Another good save. Nope. I thought he was going to get locked up behind the 7, but I don't think he did. Good shot by Patar there to get out of trouble. So a failed safety by Scott, who's been pretty solid with his safety game so far. We've seen it. Oh, no. You know, it seems like it's the more routine shots that Patar's been missing. But the ones that are really difficult, he seems to be executing pretty well. Oh, Scott tries to hold that cue ball, and in the process of holding the cue ball for position on the 5, he hangs the 4 ball. That's usually what happens when you're trying to really hold for slow roll and hold for short shape and cut a ball in, and you usually end up hitting the ball too thick to try to slow down your cue ball, and just those usually don't end well. So this is not easy shape here. He's going to come off the 7, so he's going to play for shape off the 7 ball. And the way that he cut that 4 ball in the last rack, this should be a hanger for him, but I don't know. He likes to cut the ball, no doubt about it. He's not cutting anything here. Does he get all the way safe? He does not. So giving Scott an open look at this 6 ball to try to re-safety him. But there's not a lot of places to hide. Not bad. Not a lockup, but it's not bad. So Patar trying to hold that cue ball for behind the 10. It leaks out. Kind of got up on that stroke. Wasn't able to hold the cue ball. So needed to be froze to the backside of that 10 ball. Nice shape on this 7. Gets the cue ball right to the rail, so he's got a pretty easy opportunity now. And Scott just building up that lead, 8-3. Man. So push out here by Patar, and And Scott says, no thank you. I don't want anything to do with that. You go ahead and get your jumper out. Patar with a nice jump. Let's see what Scott can do with this. I think his only chance at getting shape on the 2 after pocketing this 1 is if he comes into it, which means he's got to put some spin on the ball, which is tough to do because the side of the ball that he needs to hit is covered by the 6 ball. So I think based on that, I'd say he's just going to be looking for a safety here. There's just no point in pocketing this 1 and not having anything on the 2. I think you just bounce kind of full, a little bit off the left side of the 1. Send the 1 up table a bit and try to hide the cue ball behind the 210. He's calling it. Okay. Let's see what he's got. Oh, he's banking it. Okay. So I think he is playing this as a 2-way here. This is a 2-way shot. He's playing safe. Yep. Good safety. But he had to call the shot just in case it goes in. Smart to call the pocket. That was a smart play because he knew that he was playing that safety and that the 1 was going to go towards the pocket. You might as well call it because if it drops, you want to at least have the opportunity to play another safety or pocket a ball or something. But he was playing safety all the way with the option of it going in. So smart play by Scott. Executes it perfectly and gets rewarded with the ball in hand. Coming around table. Where's it going to land? Do you play the carom on the 10? I don't think so. I don't really like that. I think he's calling the 10, but he could be calling the 2 off the 2 off the 4 is actually not a bad shot here. He's calling the carom. I don't like this because it doesn't give you good shape. If you do make it, you don't really have great shape on this 2 ball. You know, I think I like playing the 2 off the 4 into the pocket. But this might have worked out pretty good. Yeah, he's got room. Does not make that. But good effort there. That was a tough ask there. I believe he's going to try to send this around to get back to mid-table for the 5. Ends around way too far again. We've seen this a lot from Patar in this match, where he's just overrun his position by a couple of feet, hitting the ball quite a bit too hard. A nice cut to come back and gets an unfortunate bump on that 10 ball to hide him from the 6. He just can't believe it. But, you know, that it wouldn't have been in that shape if he hadn't overran that by 2 feet, the last shot. So you can say it was bad luck that he got that bump on the 10, but he really shouldn't have been in that spot in the first place. So, shorty, get shorty. Here we go. Gets a good hit. Leaves the cue on the rail. But, boy, that 7 is a hanger. All Scott has to do is make the 6 ball, and he wins this rack. Make the 6, win the rack. High reward for a tough shot. And he brushes the 8 on the way through, so was not an easy shot. What is Pitar going to do here? Call the 7? Yeah, he called the 7. Good shot there. Hit it hard enough to really throw it into the 8. And Pitar just looks like he's playing with anger now. Like, he's like, I don't care. I know, because I've been in that mode before where it's just like nothing's working, so I don't care. I'm just going to shoot. Fuck it. Sometimes that works too. You know, you just get fired up and you just forget about it. Just play pool. So nice break. Shot on the 1 was good. 2 ball looks good. Might be a break and run here. Maybe. Pocketed up 3 balls on the break. Nice control there. Here we go. That's a perfect shape for that 3 ball because the 7 is going to stop your cue for a perfect shot on the 6. This looks like a first break and run that we've seen at this match. Oh, I don't think that's what he wanted. I don't think that's where he wanted to get. That made it a lot harder, but he's got the skills to do this. Right in the hole. His position on the 10 is going to be for the side pocket. He could go with the corner depending on how he feels here. Either one. Personal preference. He likes the corner pocket. And there's your break and run, folks. No, it isn't. Thought he was going to make that. I really did. Petar gets the option to steal, and he does. All right, so Petar steals that rack with just a 10 ball. Scott pockets 9 balls. Petar pockets 1 ball and takes the win. That's the way it goes. So Petar with a nice break here. Sets up for the 1 in the side. Has the 3 hanging in the corner. The 4 ball's kind of in trouble. It's amazing how many times we've seen that 4 ball sitting in the same exact spot. That's weird. Let's see if he can get good shape on this 4. I think he will with this. Whoa. Whoa. Wow. I'm not sure what he was trying to do there. I was thinking he was just going to kind of come up the rail a little bit for that 4 ball. But he really put something extra on that to try to, I'm not sure exactly, draw around to the other side of it, maybe. Only Petar knows what he was doing there. I don't know. But he kind of plays a good safety on the 4 ball. So Scott's got to work at this. Good hit. Good speed, too. Keeping that distance. Keep him off balance. I tell you what, if Petar wins this rack, you know, it starts to feel like it's getting close, you know, being only 2 games down. But, oh, he didn't need that. You know, if Scott would have finished out that break and run on that last rack and gone up 9-4, it almost feels insurmountable at that point. But now, you know, if Petar has a chance to win this and make it a 2-game race, it's just huge. But I don't think he's going to get a chance to come back into this rack here. But you never know. Scott got on the wrong side of that 6 ball. So he's going to have to draw to the rail and back out. No problem. What a beautiful stroke. Picture perfect shape. You just can't beat that. Comes off, stuns off the rail. Dead perfect on the 10. And Scott is getting very close now to that grand prize. He's looking at pocketing all $1,570. Show you guys those payouts here in a second. There's the payouts, guys. First place between the main and the side gets $1,570. Second place gets $770 between the two pots. Big difference. $800 difference between the winner and the loser of this match. So this time it's the 5-ball that's in the kind of the tough spot. Uh-oh. Oh, that's not going to be good. Does he have to come rail first? Oh, maybe not. I think he still got it. I think he had it. Just hit it a little too thin. And ends up safe. But I did notice that he bumped that 5-ball a little closer to the rail on his previous shot. I don't know if that's going to really make a difference in the rack or not, but so kick this with some spin. Oh, he's going to kick in between the 8 and 7. Just missed it. Let's see how Patar wants to play this here. I'm thinking he had something else in mind for that shape. Calling a reverse bank, drops it right into the pocket, and gets no love for that good shot. No love at all. You see the breath come, taking a deep breath, saying, oh, man. The struggle is real. Well, good kick. Doesn't sell out anything easy here. Oh, nice cut. Oh, no reward either. God. Brutal. So Scott giving up ball in hand with a 3-ball out to give Patar the opportunity to close the gap a little bit here. And he does. Cashes in with that win. Gets a little bit closer. It's a 3-game spread now. Ooh, scratch on the break. That might leave a mark. We'll see. Well, what's Patar got here? A little safety. Uh-oh. That's no good. Pretty good shape on this deuce. He found the window there. To get from the 2 to the 3 is not automatic here. Oh. I wonder if Scott's feeling the nerves a little bit, knowing that he's about to win, thinking that he's about to win this tournament. Maybe sometimes that starts to get you a little bit. Boy, we've seen a lot of scratches in, this rack. That's 3 ball in hands already in this rack. Oh, did he not go forward far enough for this 3 ball? He did not. Holy cow. He just needed to roll forward. God, he could have rolled forward a whole nother foot and he would have been fine. So tries to swerve it around. He just can't believe that he didn't go far enough forward on that. With ball in hand, these guys, you got to keep in mind that tournament fatigue is a real thing. Nice bank shot there. No reward. But tournament fatigue is a big thing. To win tournaments, you have to have the mental stamina to stay highly focused for 12, 16 hours a day, 2 days straight. And that's just not easy to do. These guys have been playing since yesterday at 9 a.m., doors opened. And then they started today at 10 a.m. And it was all day yesterday and all day today. Good two-rail kick on that four ball and gets pretty good reward for that shot. That was well played. And Pitar fires back and says, I can do it too. Who's going to win this safety battle here? That's going to roll up and give an opportunity for a 2-10 combo. Got to be mindful of where the 10 spots. Because you don't want that cue ball to be on the other side of where the 10 spots up. Hold on. You got to spot the 10 there. Yeah, spot the 10. There you go. And it's going to spot up in the way, I think. Oh, it didn't. Okay. It was close, though. You overran that just a bit. He's going to have to make a tough cut down the rail. Overcuts it. Just overcut. It looked like he made a last-second adjustment, too. Like, he looked like he was aiming perfect on it and then makes an adjustment, thinking to himself, I'm not cutting it enough. I need to cut it a little bit more, and then overcuts it. I do that all the time, and I kind of saw that last-second adjustment that he made. And his first instinct of where to hit the ball was the right one. And sometimes when you're struggling, your brain plays tricks on you and tells you, no, you're not doing it right. You need to change it. That's usually when bad things happen. And bad things did happen to Pitar right there. And Scott avoids the scratch and goes on the hill. 10-6. And Pitar has got to win 5 straight racks to get into this thing, to win this thing. So here we go. Got to take a bathroom break because it's been going for about an hour and 37 minutes. We've been running this stream for, so I would expect it's time for a short break here. Give these guys a minute. I'll be right back. These guys have been breaking the balls pretty good. Other than the scratch on the break occasionally, they've been pocketing balls regularly on the break. A little bit touchy to get shape on this too. Yeah, that was tough to get. He might have shape here. He might be able to see enough of this to cut it in the corner. He doesn't have to worry about shape on the 3 because it's a hanger. So I think he got fortunate there. Rolled just far enough to give him an opportunity. There you go. And the 4 is on the rail, which leads you nicely down to the 5 if you can get as straight as possible on this 4 ball. So I think he's just going to try to draw up the side rail a little bit. Yeah, nice shot. There you go. 4 to the 5. Let's see a break and run to close this thing out. We haven't seen one yet today. He's got to be careful with his position here. You can't get careless on this one. You got to be pretty exact with where you want this cue ball, unless you decide to send it all the way up table. There you go. That's a smart way to play it. He could go in the side and use the 9 as a stopper or play it in the corner. Either one works. I think he likes the corner here. He does. He's going to try to close this thing out with a break and run on the hill. I think he would have liked to have gotten a little more draw off that ball, but he was jacked up over the 9, so he didn't really get the action that he was looking for. Now he's got to just use an extra rail. Just come down off the bottom rail and back up. He's been doing that shot very well tonight, ending up very nicely on the 10 ball most times. He's got to take a little sip of his beer, get loosened up for this. This is it. $1,570 is just 2 balls away. Get that money. So he decides to not take a chance and go down to the bottom rail and back up and just play the longer 10 ball. Nothing wrong with that. Scott Thurston for the win. Does not complete the break and run again. So Patar still in this thing, still hanging in there. He says, so you're saying there's a chance. Okay, now it's over. And he's going to concede the game, and Scott Thurston wins 11/6 against Petar Michanov. What a great match. So, guys, this has been a lot of fun. Appreciate everybody watching the stream. Thank you, Secret Wong, for running a fantastic tournament. Guys, if you have not played in a tournament that she runs, you're missing out. She runs the best tournaments, keeps the action going. Tables are full. Everything goes good. Payouts are great. Field is good. Races are good. Guys, get into these tournaments. The next one is going to be on January 7th and 8th. It's going to be a 10-ball open event, $100 entry. No 10 on the break, but early 10s and 3-foul rule are in effect. It's going to be a great tournament. Come on out to the Breakroom September 7th and 8th. Reach out to Secret Wong to get registered for that. Hope you guys had a good time watching this. Thanks everyone for watching. Thanks for the players for playing. Thank you, Secret, for running this tournament. And Andy, you guys are awesome. Have a great night, everyone.